Hey Flosstube, welcome back to my channel. It is Sunday the 13th of March today of the year 2022 and this is Flosstube number 104. When I was sitting like planning all my stuff, getting it all out ready and like noting how many stitches I've done, I thought, I don't know how much I've got to show because I don't really feel like I did much this week. I didn't feel like I did much this week. But then as I'm writing it all down, it's like I've touched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 projects this week. And I'm like, okay, perhaps I have. So I'm just going to share it with you. I'll apologise about the light already. I'm in my jammies. The sun was blaring not like 20 minutes ago. The washing was out. It was glorious outside. And then out of nowhere, this massive rain shower came down. So I had to dash outside and I got drenched. So my hair's still drying, my washing is still drying too. So yeah, I'm in my jammies. I'm warm and comfortable now, so forgive me, but we'll work with the light. Hopefully it won't make too much of a difference. So yeah, I've touched 6 projects this week, but that's not the only thing I've been doing this week. If you stay till the end, I have a little surprise. I hope you stick around anyway to check out what I've been working on this week, but you know, just stick out till the end and I have a little surprise. So I'm just going to jump straight in with the projects I have touched this week. Although some of them haven't been as many stitches as perhaps I normally would have done. I did sort of lose my stitching bug a little bit this week, so you'll see for yourselves. The first project I'm going to show you is my Stitchin Mommy's Temperature Butterflies. I think my camera's on the skew if slightly. Anyway. I've been trying to keep up with this every day this week. I've found I've been leaving it till sort of Saturday night, Sunday morning before I do all the week stitching. And when it came to last weekend, I don't know, that just really irritated me. So I decided I wasn't going to do that this week. And I was going to try and do the days every day as they came. You know, in the evening I'd check the highest temperature for that day and then I'd stitch it. That worked this week surprisingly well. This one I'll show you first is my birth year, 1977, all the temperatures for that year. Like I said, I hope the light's okay. This is stitched on 40 count Silvery Moon, and as you can tell, we're sort of heading towards spring at this point because the temperatures have really shot up in that year. They started out pretty cold. This is 2/2, by the way, on 40 count, and that looks good. I'm glad we're sort of moving it away from the colder temperatures now. This one, I'm just going to go with it. I know the colour because I keep getting it wrong. This is stitched on 32 count platinum. I think it's 32 count, 2/2. Of course it is. And this is for this year, and as you can tell, it started out warmer. The temperatures haven't reached as high as they did for my birth year, which is quite surprising. For my birth year, we're actually in the lighter greens. We're actually in number 16, which is one of the new colours, which is quite a bright yellowy green. It's this one, I think. Yeah, look. We've got these lighter shades, which is number 16. And this year started off warmer, but it hasn't peaked as high as my birth year, weirdly. It's good to see the comparison as they go along. I'm enjoying that anyway. I have actually done a little bit more on this one, being as I had the temperatures. One of these parts isn't supposed to be stitched. I think it's for today, but the temperatures I think was solid for 3 days at 10 degrees. Yeah, I think it is, because you've got this one, and this one. Yeah, that one above is slightly lighter. It's these 3. The temperature was the same for 3 days, and I didn't see the point in cutting the thread off and just wasting it, so I just went ahead and stitched them. So that's that one. The next one, again, I touched this last week, but it's one that I should have been paying more attention to. It is Roses and Lace by Shannon Christine Designs, and I have gone with the yellow roses instead. She charts for red, pink and yellow anyway. So I went with the yellow. Whoa. I found this a bit easy going this week. Let me pop the hoop off. It's because I intended to go back to it. And the clip. And I clipped it left, right and centre. Let's fold it in half. And again. It's just too much. Roses and lace. This one got 229 stitches this week. So I finished this square. I did find the mistake, but it was way too much to have to undo because I remember which way I went. And that wasn't like at the end of the last thread. So I've kind of botched it. Which side was it on? This side. I believe it's on this side of these here. So I had to botch it up. But you can't really tell. So that's okay. And then I dropped down and I started down here too. I said before, this is on 40 count. Oh my gosh, my memory today. Pearl grey, 40 count, it's 1/2. And the coverage is lovely. But anyway, what was I going to say? I don't know now. Yes, that was it. I tried working with it with just my glasses a while ago. I didn't get on with that too particularly well. So then I had the magnifier that you hang it around your neck and it sits on your chest. I didn't get on with that either. But when I got this out the other day, I actually tried with both my glasses and the magnifiers, and it worked a treat. So I should have just done that in the first place. Anyway, the next thing I've worked on this week is the Christmas stocking for my grandson, Logan. Now, I haven't done a great deal. It is more what I've done than anything else, as you'll see. I'll leave it in the hoop because I intend to get out again later. All I have been doing, you can see, is tent stitch this white, because this is plain. You don't stitch any of this in the stocking. It's all just meant to be like this plain Ada background, and I wasn't happy with that, so I literally have been just filling it in because there's quite a bit. I mean, the rabbit's face, that's meant to be white now with just back stitch for his face, and I was not prepared to just leave it like that. I have an absolute ton of this white, and the blue shows up fairly nice through it, which that's also tent stitch, but it's working out okay. This is whatever came in the kit that someone sent to me. They'd started and couldn't finish, which is, I think, 14 count Ada. The next one, I didn't do a whole great deal on this one. It is Athena, Goddess of Wisdom, my Mirabilia by Nora Corbett. And I've still been up in this corner working on the post, pillar post. Oh, there's a needle there. I haven't done a massive amount, but I have done some. And I think it's mostly this, and then I think, you'll see because I'll put the picture up, filling in some of this dark here. But I'm getting close to filling in that post. And it all looks good. This is stitched on 32 count, I believe. Yep, Belfast linen in the colour Raw. And it looks fabulous. It does look lovely. No. So that's kind of the whole thing so far. I did start in the middle initially because I didn't fancy counting all the way up to here. So I started in the middle, worked across, and then meandered my way up there. I did think it was looking a bit dark, but when you compare it to the picture, that is right. The gold colours that are around it kind of bring it up and make it a bit lighter, so I just need to keep going. It'll look better then. promised one of my subscribers, she asked about my World of Disney project. She hadn't seen it in a while. So I got that out again this week as well. I only had it out yesterday and this morning. So not a massive amount done, but hopefully you can see the change. And it's still in its hoop purely because I plan to get it back out as soon as I finish this video. Now, it's a lot of fabric. This is where we are at now. I have been, I think you can tell, these yellows and these orange colours here. I've been filling in. It is confetti heavy, this piece. There are, oh my goodness, 200 odd colours. So you can imagine how confetti heavy it is. So it's been hard going, but I have enjoyed it this morning and yesterday, so I'm going to get it back out again this afternoon. Say this afternoon, it's like 4:25. I have to tea them. This is Stitched on 25 Count Magic Guide. It's the pink one. But the reason I grid is because these, the light keeps changing, are 20 by 20 blocks. So I broke them down into 10 by 10s. So I'm not weird for drawing that Magic Guide fabric. It's because they're 20 by 20 squares. Anyway, the last project I worked on this week is my Ukraine Solidarity stitch. I have done a fair bit on this week, and I've put this one in my donut bag. Thread everywhere. And which way? That way. I have finished all the black, and it looks lovely already, doesn't it, without the colour? It's just, this is on 20 count Ada 2/1. I've just got to fill in all the colour now. So you can see, it makes it seem like there's a lot when you look at this, but when you look at this, there isn't. I have all the colours in the bag, so I've just got to get on and finish it. Right. Now, moving on to what else I've been up to this week. Let's drop that, move that. Okay. I promised a certain little young man that ages ago I made Ellie a project bag with some Among Us fabric. If you're not familiar with Among Us, it was a game that came out not too long ago. It might have been last year, maybe the year before.
No, it was last year.
Was it?
Somewhere last year.
An Among Us game anyway, and my kids went wild for it, as did a lot of other kids. But I made Ellie this bag. I bought this fabric and I made her this bag, and I said to Riley, I will get round to making you one too. So this week he actually got his stitching out and he stitched with me, so kind of as a just a little treat. I got out my sewing machine and I have put him together his own Among Us bag. So Ellie has one and now Riley has one, and he loves it. His very first Yoda piece is going in here. The very first, it was stamped but he wanted it washed, so he has to follow the chart. Yeah, but that's not the best picture, is it? Sort of. I had to photocopy it because that's the piece. You can't see all of it because I cut the top off. Never mind. It's alright, don't worry about it.
Here's the actual picture of it.
Oh. Well, that's what it should look like. That's what's going in it. This is the very first piece he ever had, and he's been working on it for the past couple of days while I've been stitching, so there you go, you can put it back in your bag now. Anyway, not only that, I had some fabric. I bought 6 lots of fabric when I bought all this fabric last year. I bought the donut and the sprinkles, which went together. I bought the 2 Among Us fabrics that you've just seen on that bag, and I also bought 2 Pac-Man fabrics. Who doesn't know who Pac-Man is? You know, it's kind of a big thing for a lot of people. They remember. Anyway, I made, with my World of Disney piece in mind, because it is so big, the fabric is big, and there's a ton of threads. I think there's over 100 colours. I wanted to make a project bag that was a little bit bigger than my normal, because these are the kind of the standard ones I've been making. but I needed a bigger one because there was a lot of colours and there's a lot of fabric. So I put this one together. This is the back. Pac-Man. It's awesome, isn't it? I fell in love with this. I should have ironed it properly, but I didn't. Now, before I show you the front, it's only for me anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but I messed up. Okay, the lining fabric is upside down. And I only noticed this, I think, the day after I finished it and put my stuff in it. And the background, the lining is actually slightly wrinkled. It's been hard trying to get my iron on the right setting. I followed what they said, which was, I think, a wool setting with steam, and then you iron on top of a tea towel and you hold it down for 15 seconds, and that's exactly what I did, and it wrinkled. So I've got to turn my iron down a little bit more, methinks. Well, I don't think, I know, because this is why. So my stitching is not perfect. It is done on the sewing machine, of course, but it is not perfect by any means. But I don't think I did a bad job. You know, it looks pretty awesome, and it's pretty big. So, moving on to the surprise. I don't know if it actually matches. Yes, it does. I have made one exactly the same size as this, and I stitched this one correctly. In the Pac-Man, that one's not as wrinkled. I actually turned my iron down a little bit more. It looks more wrinkled there than it actually is. It isn't. I'm not sure if that's down to the vinyl though. It is a little wrinkled. Oh, it is. Yes, just a little. But so that's the inside. The right way up, I might add. That's the back. And I'm actually going to give this away to one of you guys. All I want you to do is say Pac-Man in your comment. You've probably heard other people say this, but don't put giveaway, you know, don't put anything to do with the giveaway in your comment. Just put Pac-Man, and you will be entered into the draw for this, which I will draw next Sunday. Do me a favour, Riley, on top of my project bags right there is a square frame, the little plastic square frame. Look, you got it?
Yeah.
I just want to see. Thank you. Just so you guys have some sort of idea. It fits an 8x8. So you've got some sort of idea. It's got the zipper pull as well. I like the zipper pull, it makes it so much easier.
Is it as big as it?
Yeah, because that's the same size as my one, my donut one. So yeah, if you want to be in with a chance to win this, just put Pac-Man in your comment. Say anything you like, or just put the word Pac-Man, it's fine. And I will draw this next Sunday. I will probably draw it in the video, because I've got the wheel thing. No, not the wheel thing. The random comment picker. I'll do it on my tablet while I'm recording the video. So I hope you guys enjoy that. The stitching's a bit more perfect on this one than on mine, but it's not perfect. It isn't perfect in any stretch of the imagination. But it's good. I like it. I just love the new smell. I do the vinyl. So, that's it for this week. I'm still going to dry off. No, I lied. Pass me that one right there,
What, you forgot?
Yes. Mulan, the new one. Pass it? Yeah.
Well, you didn't lie then, you forgot.
No, I just forgot. Sorry about the crinkle. This one that I did an unboxing for, I think, Monday. It's either Monday or Tuesday, I forget. But this one that arrived from One Day Sailing, it's only black. But I have already made a fairly healthy start. I fell in love with this when I saw it. This picture's not very good for judging it, because that's shrunk, so it's going to look a bit pixelated. I mean, it's way, way bigger than that, so it should look alright when it's done. I never go by that picture anyway. I'm not going to put that away now because I don't want the crinkle to go through the camera. I have another unboxing to do this week for a diamond painting pen. Then I will be doing a whip and chat this week, which will go up on Wednesday. And then next Sunday I will be doing the Flosstube with the giveaway. So until then, guys, all links are in the description box. Links to my PayPal, which always goes back into my cross stitching, my email, my Facebook and my Instagram. My Facebook, I'm kind of a little reluctant to use at the moment because I keep getting weird messages of people saying, I've seen you in this video, I've seen you in this video. And I will never, ever, ever click a link that someone sends me that I don't know. So I've been doing a bit of blocking. I'm just getting like random friend requests. So I might just put a halt on that and like have some questions that ask them if they're a follower of mine on YouTube so that I know if they are or not, and then I can just say no. I'll figure it out anyway. And Instagram I haven't been too hot on, I know. I keep saying I will work on that. I mean it, I am going to work on that. So that being said, guys, I hope you've had a fantastic weekend. I hope you have a really great week this week. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.